Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 10th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Wednesday out there so far. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. If you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's get the show on the road here and let's talk about what's in the video for today. We're going to take a look at the satellite loop across the lower 48. Also going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation, the watch and warning advisory map, the storm prediction center outlook for today and your Thursday. All right, we got quiet. Let's get the show on the road here. All right, we got quiet conditions from Maine all the way down to Florida. We got a little system over here in portions of Texas, back over in Louisiana, or back over to Arkansas, Mississippi, portion of western Tennessee, all the way up into Kansas and Missouri. Also back into portion of Nebraska, South Dakota, well, a little bit over Utah, back into Montana, and Utah and Idaho as well, and also Wyoming. Also got another system coming in on the Pacific Northwest. Will be here within the next 24 hours and bring more rain, mountain snow, and other precipitation as well. All right, let's take a look at the weather radar across the nation here. As you can see, we got some shower activity over southern southeast Canada. There's that system we're seeing on the satellite loop here over Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, back into Mississippi and Alabama, bringing some shower and thunderstorm activity. Got a little bit of shower activity over portions of Minnesota and also northern Wisconsin and also Michigan. Shower and thunderstorm activity over South Dakota, back down through Kansas and Nebraska as well. Also over here in the portion of Colorado as well. Got some activity over here in portions of Arizona, back in the portions of Idaho and also Wyoming. Through California, southern Mexico as well. Guam looks good. Southern Alaska got some rain showers, maybe mixed with snow. Cuba as well. Alright, let's take a look at the watching warnings and advisory map across the nation. We have some special weather statements over portion of Vermont and New Hampshire. We got some flood advisories. Flood watches in effect for northwest Mississippi, over here in southern Arkansas through western Louisiana and eastern Texas. Got a tornado warning, a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Louisiana, flash flood warning in effect for southeast Texas. Also over here in portions of Arizona and New Mexico, got some red flag warnings in effect. Got some air quality alert right here in portions of Arizona. Wind advisory of southern California. Flood watches also in effect for northern Colorado and also northern Wyoming and southeast Montana. Got some flood advisories, flood warnings in effect for southeast Idaho, portions of Nevada. Also, the river flooding still continues in North Dakota, Minnesota and North Dakota, and also along the border of Missouri and Illinois as well. Got a flood advisory over portions of a county there in a portion of Nebraska, excuse me. Okay, here's a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. We got general thunderstorm from Florida all the way back over to Texas, all the way to the Canadian-U.S. border, and even around the Great Lakes region as well, and also over here in the Pacific Northwest. Also, we have a marginal risk extending from northern Minnesota through North Dakota, all the way back down into Texas, also down here in Texas and Louisiana as well. We have a slight risk of severe weather from Texas all the way portion of Wyoming and South Dakota as well, into Kansas. We also have an enhanced risk over Colorado and also portion of Kansas and Nebraska as well. Sorry about that, folks. My computer's updating the forecast there. And if you're in the enhanced risk, this includes Denver, Colorado, to Aurora, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado, Thornton, Colorado, Westminster, Colorado. The slight risk include Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Pablo, Colorado. Also, the marginal risk includes Houston, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Pasadena, Texas, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Beaumont, Texas. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for today. We have 2% over eastern Texas, back in Louisiana, Texas, western Texas, all the way into portion through portion of eastern Wyoming, also into Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado, and Oklahoma as well. Um, if you're in the 10% area, this includes Sterling, Colorado, Fort Morgan, Colorado, 5% Denver, Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado, Thornton, Colorado, and Windminster, Colorado, 2% Houston, Texas, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, and Shreveport, Louisiana, and Amarillo, Texas. Let's take a look at the wind probability for today. We have a 5% over Texas and Louisiana. Also over here in West Texas, all the way to North and South Dakota. Also in the northern Minnesota. Also over in Iowa, we have 15% over West Texas, all the way into portions of Colorado, Wyoming, South Dakota, and Kansas and Nebraska as well. If you're in the 15%, this includes Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, Amarillo, Texas, and Lakewood, Colorado. Also 5%, this includes Houston, Texas, Lubbock, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, Pasadena, Texas, and Sioux Falls City, South Dakota. Alright, let's take a look at the hail probability for today. We got 5% from West Texas all the way into a portion of Minnesota, North Dakota, and then Iowa. 15% through western Texas into portion of Wyoming and southwestern South Dakota, and also into Kansas and Nebraska. We have a 30% in the yellow, in the red slashed area, and the significant severe weather would be Denver, Colorado, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Aurora, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado, and Fort Collins, Colorado. The 30% include Denver, Colorado to Windminster, Colorado and surrounding areas. 15% Colorado Springs, Colorado to Lubbock, Texas to Fort Collins, Colorado and Pablo, Colorado and surrounding areas. 5% Sioux Falls, South Dakota, St. Angelo, Texas, Sioux Falls, Iowa, Bismarck, North Dakota, and Grand Fort Junction, North Dakota. Alright, let's take a look at your storm prediction center. We got general thunderstorms over the northeastern portion of the United States, from New York back into Vermont, also down toward Connecticut, and also down in South Florida, all the way back up to Wisconsin and Minnesota, all the way back over to portions of Montana and Idaho as well, and Colorado and Wyoming. We have a marginal risk over Louisiana, back into southern Mississippi and Alabama, and also over here in portions of Oklahoma, back into portions of western Minnesota, Iowa, and also into southern North Dakota, South Dakota. We have a slight risk of severe weather from Oklahoma into portions of South Dakota. And a marginal risk does include Kansas City, Missouri, Del Monte, Iowa, Jackson, Mississippi, Overland Park, Kansas, Kansas City, Kansas. Slight risk include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Omaha, Nebraska, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and Lincoln, Nebraska. Let's take a look at the tornado probability for today. We have a 2% from Oklahoma back into southern South Dakota, 5% in also in portion of Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Kansas. The 2% include Topeka, Kansas, Wichita Falls, Texas, Lawton, Oklahoma, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Fort Smith, Oklahoma, Arkansas. The 5% include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Norman, Oklahoma, and Edmond, Oklahoma. The winds for today, 5% over Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, also back in North and South Dakota, back through Iowa, back down into Oklahoma. The 15% includes from Oklahoma all the way back into portions of South Dakota. The significant severe weather will be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, Midwest City, Oklahoma, Moore, Oklahoma, and Edmond, Oklahoma. Also, the 15% include Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Omaha, Nebraska, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska. And also Kansas City, Missouri for 5%, Kansas City, Missouri, Del Monte, Iowa, Jackson, Mississippi, Overland Park, Kansas, and Kansas City, Kansas. And let's take a look at the hail probability. We still have 5% over Louisiana, Mississippi, from Oklahoma to South Dakota, North Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas and Nebraska as well, and eastern Colorado. And the significant severe weather will be Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, Midwest City, Oklahoma, Moore, Oklahoma, and Edna, Oklahoma. And the 15% stems from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Omaha, Nebraska, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska. And 5% include Kansas City, Missouri, Del Monte, Iowa, Jackson, Mississippi, Overland Park, Kansas, and Kansas City, Kansas. And let's take a look at day 3 real quick. We general thunderstorm from Florida all the way to Maine, back into Wisconsin, all the way to Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, back to Montana, back into Wyoming, Colorado, down to Texas. We have a slight risk of southwest Texas over here in portions of eastern Nebraska, back into portion of Iowa as well. Marginal risk also from central and southern Texas all the way through Oklahoma, back into portion of Illinois and Indiana, back over to North and South Dakota, South Dakota and Nebraska as well. And if you're in the marginal risk, this includes Chicago, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Austin, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Slight risk include Omaha, Nebraska, Laredo, Texas, Del Mar, Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Sioux Falls City, Iowa. The probability is 5% in the brown from Texas all the way to Illinois to Indiana, back into South Dakota. South Dakota and southern Minnesota, 15%. Southwest Texas, also from portions of eastern Nebraska back into Iowa. And this includes 15% Omaha, Nebraska, Laredo, Texas, Del Mar, Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Sioux Falls City, Iowa. Also 5% includes Chicago, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Indianapolis, Indiana, Austin, Texas, and Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Alrighty, sorry I had to run through this here. I had to record this thing about 3 times, and also I'm in a hurry to try to get this here done. Got to take care of something today. But anyway, I hope everybody have a great day. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. And we will catch you back in the next video.